What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Doing a long overdue review of this REVO X BFS reel. We'll talk about it right now. Thanks everyone for watching. As you know by now, I'm all about bass fishing tackle and I love doing reviews. I do a lot of unboxing videos when I first get the things, and then down the line I do a review. So that's what's going on right now. This is the REVO X. Now this one is overdue because I posted this about it in December, but I've been fishing it here and there since then. And I'll say there's some good things about it and some bad things about it. I'll just kind of say that right away. Now, the funny thing about this is I've learned that the BFS crowd is like intense. Like they are so like passionate. I mean, it's really good. It's almost like the swim bait world. I posted a short video on this, a reel on social media. Got like over 80,000 views on different social media, and I still get comments on it to this day. Like I said, this was from December, but I still get notifications and I'm like, what are they even talking about? And it's from that video, months and months ago. So people are very passionate about this. A lot of people hate this reel. I'll just say that right away. They're saying how it's not good. The reviews aren't very good on Tackle Warehouse. I guess really they're kind of mixed, I would say. There's some really bad and some really good reviews. So it's kind of a mixed review. And like I said, everyone that's a BFS guy or gal, I mean, they are super passionate. I've got so many recommendations on different reels I need to try, from ARC and, Daiwa and all these different companies. I mean, like I said, people are very passionate about BFS. Now, if you don't know what BFS is, maybe I should back up and start there. It's the bait finesse system. So it's basically a bait cast reel that you can cast really light lures. Like I got a little tiny bitsy red-eye shad on there. I've thrown little swim baits on it. It's basically whatever you would use a spinning rod for, but in a casting rod. Really light line, like I have 6-pound line on here. This is Seaguar InvizX. You can use light braid. I really didn't like that personally, but really just basically, I'd say 8-pound or less with really light lures with a reel that can cast them, and then a really limber rod. This is a Veritas rod. It's super limber. I mean, it's like a spinning rod. It's really made for it. I mean, it's a good setup. It's not a very expensive setup. It's a $100 reel, or $100 rod, I should say, and the reel is $159 or $169. So not like super cheap, but not super expensive. You can definitely go as crazy as you want to, just like anything else in bass fishing. Now let's talk about this reel. So this is my first BFS reel, so I have nothing to compare it to. It casts light lures fine for me. I saw a lot of those comments about how it's not a true BFS reel and this and that. Like I said, again, those people that are into it are into it. So I don't think I'm ever going to be that into it. I did have fun with these light lures. Like I said, casting them on bait casting. It is a totally different way of fighting fish. It's a lot different than spinning. It's a lot different than full size, like lipless or top waters or anything else that I used with it. It is a just completely different feel. I could see the draw to it. I'm not going to be a full-time BFS guy for sure, but it is fun. I could see the draw and it is something different. So if you're looking into BFS, this is the setup that I started with, and I'll tell you some of the things I liked about it. So the rod, I've always loved Veritas, so really can't complain about that. About $100. They're solid. They're not the lightest or the fanciest, but they are good rods really for the price. And I've said that since the first generation. Now the reel, there's a couple things about it. For me, like I said, it casts just fine for me. But again, I have nothing to compare it to. I don't have any of these really fancy BFS reels. It will cast these lures just fine with light line. One thing I didn't really care for, I guess, is a couple things. So this is probably the hardest reel I've ever had to spool up the first time, because that spool is so big. It's a shallow spool. So I have line on it now, so you can't see it, obviously, but the spool only holds a little bit of line, so the actual spool is really big. So getting the line around it and through all these different pieces is a pain. I'll just say that right away. So if you do this, keep a little bit of line at the bottom, even just a couple inches to tie your new line. That's gonna go a long ways. I've only had to re-spool it, maybe this may be my third line that I've tried on it, but it's still a pain. The reel is, again, it's a REVO, so it's really solid. It feels a lot like my STX, the solid reel that I really like. It's got the same kind of swept deal here. It's also got kind of big handles, which is kind of interesting for me, honestly. It's a finesse reel. It's also got 20 pounds of drag, which it just doesn't make sense to me, honestly, just because you're using like 6-pound line. You don't really want the drag to be that much, or you're never going to use it, honestly. And the handles, they're comfortable, but it feels more like a full-size reel. But again, it has everything that I like about Abu. REVO's in there, you know, the carbon matrix drag. It's also kind of cool. It's got a clicking drag, which you really don't see very often in bait casters. I mean, I only have maybe 1 or 2 other reels, and they're also Abu Garcias that have that. So it's different. You know, it's kind of like almost like a spinning rod. So it's kind of unique in that aspect. Again, it casts fine for me. I don't have anything to compare it to, but I didn't have any issues with backlashing or not casting super light lures. Of course, baits like this are going to be a little bit easier to cast. You know, a lipless, they just fly through the air better, so it is a lot easier. I've also fished little swim baits on jig heads. I've fished little poppers, like I said. I've also fished a little tiny swim bait, like a hard swim bait, the Shimano BT bait. It's a little tiny swim bait about that big, a little jointed bait. It's really cool, by the way. But yeah, I don't have anything to compare it to, but for me, it's fine. I'm not going to be using BFS all the time, so for me, it's going to be fine. It's going to be kind of a limited deal. But I really don't get all the hate for it, but again, I don't have anything to compare it to, so I just want to kind of keep prefacing everything I say with that. For me, it was solid, cast just fine, and it is a unique way to fish. Again, for me, it's going to be pretty limited, but having one BFS set up, it's just fine. So I will put the links down below. You can see for yourself all the different features with it, but I liked it. It's something totally different. I will keep this in my arsenal for certain situations. I'm not going to carry it in the boat with me all the time. I am not a hardcore BFS guy. I'm just never going to be. I like to fish a lot of different techniques and a lot of different styles, but this is just one more to add to it. So just wanted to give you my honest feedback about this reel. I think it's good, but I don't have anything to compare it to. So I'll put the links down below. Like I said, check it out for yourself and let me know which other rods are out there. I know this BFS crowd is so passionate, so I know I'm gonna get lots of responses on the best and stuff that sucks and all this other stuff. I was really kind of blown away with the response from that first video I did, just that short social media video. So thanks for watching.